the reasons why people go to therapy is because they've come to a point in their lives where the behavioral responses they're using are no longer working in their favor, and it takes them longer with the negative emotions as a result of those behavioral responses. So take for example, if a person gets criticized and their normal behavioral response is to just freeze and shut down. Initially it was going for maybe a day or two, but now it's going on for days, for weeks, for even months, where they're unable to come up above the negative emotions that they're experiencing. Then that is when they come to seek therapy, because it's starting to affect their ability to perform their tasks, it's starting to affect their productivity, the ability to be effective, and that puts them at risk of perhaps getting fired. So people will come to therapy to seek this, and then what you realize when you're assessing is that they're using the same behavioral responses they learned when they were 15. They have never changed. So at 15 it worked, and they took it to when they were 20, to when they were 21, 25, 27, and now they're 30. And where they are, the situation they're in requires them to have a different behavioral response that would produce a different outcome that they desire, but they're not doing that. So when they're coming, the goal is actually to bring in a new behavioral change to enable them to address the situations that are affecting them right now. So they need to abandon what they learned before and then start taking up a new behavioral response. But you see, that's not a very easy task, because a lot of us are attached too strongly to our behavioral responses that we learned years ago. We're very familiar with those behavioral responses. They've given us results in the past, so why don't we use them in the present as well? And that change, that transition is usually quite difficult, but it is possible.